It's actually similar to a deck that I played the other day with Wicked Witch Doctor. This is kind of based on that, except with updated with Spirit Calls. I moved, let's see, last week around Wednesday. Maybe, yeah, around Monday. I don't remember now, but I actually kind of like playing this deck. I would prefer if you could play this deck a little bit slower with a little bit more late game. That way, really my type of style, but not many, like, even these mid-range decks are kind of like, you know, masquerading as aggro decks nowadays, because it's hard to actually play a mid-range deck that's reliant on like card advantage, value, and board control too much because of like Yogg mostly. Made any changes to your control mage? Let's see. I believe I have. I tweeted out a list yesterday night with like Arcane Giants and Yogg I was trying.
I fight.
And actually, even thinking of adding, like, say, Arcane Giant Yogg, maybe Prince Malchazar, even something like that. So we need one more damage here with Maelstrom Portal. I can also Primal Fusion. It's only getting, like, say, +1 damage, though. The health gain doesn't matter on my dude. Get 2 totems. I can also Primal Fusion my Flame Tongue totem. So let's say I make 2 totems here, +2/+2. It would be like a 2/2 after. That seems worse than just Maelstrom Portal. Even though it's just for 1 damage, it's 1 really important damage. Plus this deck doesn't really get AoE down, his deck. Like, AoE is not that great to save. Nice totem, or nice flame imp. The camera is perfectly centered at the room. That's the goal, move everything to the middle. I actually had to move my desk a little bit further back. I have a really funny story today, but so my TV was supposed to get here in the morning, and then the person that's gonna install it was supposed to get here at 2. They like switched the times around, and then there was no TV for him to install when he got here. Then I actually called him to come back because I thought I got my TV, but it turns out that that TV that I had him install wasn't mine. Like, I just saw a TV get here, thought it was mine. It was kind of embarrassing. We can get 2 totems +2/+2, 5/3 Divine Shield. That seems okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually, I could also do this. Let me think about it for a second, because Sweet to Korkron, he doesn't have Korkron, he might have Blackwing Commander. Corruptor, it's +2/+2, 2/4. That might actually be better. He'll probably execute it, though. Yeah, I actually like this better, because it can trade multiple times. And I think it's too weak to execute. So I had to... It was embarrassing. I had to tell the guy, oops, it's not mine. Sorry, and then he left, but... Divine Shield is worth, I believe, less than this minion, so...
I fight.
See if he has 1 more removal. He should be actually running low. Okay chance for my Thunder Bluff to survive. Another thing I can do is just like Mana Tide Hero Power here, and then if you play something I can't answer, I can Hex, but then I can't play Thunder Bluff with it. Actually, I don't really like that. Let's do this.
There is a lot at stake.
Because I think I have a decent shot at sticking this around. Then if it sticks around, I can Mana Tide Hero Power, get the buff for Mana Tide as well. Mana Tide's just so weak to like things like Fire War Axe and any charger like Alcatraz Champion or Korkron Elite. And if that happens to me, then I just fall super far behind. At that point, he'll have a minion advantage, and the Korkron, I mean, the Thunder Bluff might not even survive at that point because I'm losing minion advantage. Can create 2 totems here. This will be free. Totemic Might. Probably leading up the Frothing, that means. Trade. Just go and buff, because I can keep him alive on the trade. Hopefully this, I mean, I have 2 taunts. It's like relatively safe protecting my 2 weak minions here, I guess. Control Mage is gone, switch to Shaman. I'm playing community decks. Where's that sweet Control Mage? It's not here at the moment. Okay, that kind of worked out, right? So, get this trade. 4-1, still keeping this guy alive. I can kill this for free. I'm not gonna take the Thunder Bluff trade. Well, I guess I will, if depending on what happens. Let's see what totem we get. If we get a taunt totem, we don't. But otherwise, we might as well take this trade, right? Oh, I messed up. I should have played Flame Tongue first. At this point, I can probably save my Flame Tongue here. If he has like a Ravaging Ghoul, he can Hero Power and Ravaging Ghoul, and then it's like isolated. It's also like a removal target for Fire War Axe and Chargers. So I prefer to just play it next turn, especially after missing the Hero Power on it. That's so weird that he prioritizes that over the 3-1. Maybe get Totem first, so we can maximize our Taunt Tome chances. I think this is like mostly Scared Deathwing here, but I have 2 hexes. Because this is too much to come back on board, I believe. We need you to make Mage great again. One day, potentially. I do want to have some variety. Like, I've been streaming Mage so much recently. I want to give it some time for some other decks. I am playing a lot of Mage still, like, off-stream and still trying to tweak stuff. I don't believe that it's hopeless. Like, if anything, you can just emulate some other successful control decks at the moment and just like go Yogg or Arcane Giants and try to go from there.
I must protect the one. For Doomhammer.
Let's go and drop Primal Fusion. It's actually a pretty good support card with Coin, Tuskar, Totemic. We can Hero Power, then play Primal Fusion on 3, which is +2, 1 mana for +2/+2. Really efficient, but I think we want some answers for Living Roots, like Spirit Claws and Argent Squire, because this guy's that. My plan to Primal Fusion there isn't really going to work with Living Roots turn 1. I mean, I feel like my Squire's going to just die to the Living Roots Hero Power, and he's still going to have 1/1/1. It's like, then if I play this turn 2, most of the 1/1s are going to die to the Hero Power and the 1/1 left over, and then he always is going to have a 1/1/1 left over for my Tuskar turn 3. Could kill my 3/2, so I just like kind of clearing Living Roots here. Unfortunately, I have to get a 1 health. Most of the 1-drops are 1 health, but there are some with 2 health. That would have been nice if I can dodge his Hero Power this turn. I believe we're making a Hero Power here over Squire, especially with Primal Fusion in our hand. Stack up some more totems. Squire's not really contesting it much he plays. 8 mana, 6/5. Battlecry, freeze all 8 enemy minions and restore 8 health to your hero. That looks really nice. I like that card. Community decks, like net decks.
Did you bring some fish?
Kind of having a hard time developing through the living roots. That's exactly what I needed. Actually, I have a decent, like, it doesn't, I guess it doesn't matter that much in this matchup how much damage I get early. Once I can build up some totems, I can snowball them with these two cards here. Ideally, though, I do put them in a bad spot before turn 10 for Yogg. That's the scary one, I guess. I do believe I'm slowly pulling ahead. It's just whether we can pull far enough ahead before Yogg, or whether he has Yogg, but Yogg, I guess how it rolls here. Probably like 2 totems here more than hero power. Hero power gets me closer to building up that spell power I need. But I think I like overloading this turn, because if I overload this turn, turn 6, I don't want to overload turn 6, because turn 7 I want to Thunder Bluff hero power. So what I want to do is like overload 5 so I can have 5 mana next turn. Command type hero power again or something like that, or maybe play some support cards. Then I want the turn 7 Thunder Bluff. How many totems can we get? We can get 2 totems here for Primal Fusion. That's +2/+2. I can hero power Primal Fusion. I need 1 more mana for this turn to be super good. I think what I'm gonna do is just play the Mana Tide and then Primal Fusion to be a 3/3 here. Buff my guys so I can snowball them next turn. I'm thinking either trade or just Rockbiter, save the Divine Shield. Because I have no mana next turn. Actually, let's go ahead and Rockbiter, save the Divine Shield. Because we won't have mana next turn if we want a Thunder Bluff hero power. This leaves us with a slightly stronger board because we keep the Divine Shield. And I believe the game will end by turn 8 with the like the turn after. Don't really need to Rockbiter here. I mean, I can use Dark Burst and Burn, but it won't be. It'll be just 3 damage, not 6, with no Wooden Fury effects. Looks like a setup for Yogg. I don't think we're really playing too much around it though. Bloodlust 9, 10, 13.
I fight.
Elements guide.
Yeah, it's almost certainly a Yogg with Wall Growth last turn. But shouldn't be too many spells, maybe 5 or 6 spells. It's still kind of early in the game, like it's right on his turn 10. He's played 2 Wall Growth, so it's actually like turn 8 in this game, turn 7, I guess. So far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, no clear. 2 Pally secrets.
Time waits for no one.
Let's see here. 5, 10, 23 hero power. I'm pretty sure it's lethal. Just go ahead and Spirit Falls first.
Elements guide me.
Check for a Noble Sack.
Well play. Well played.
So the difference between like something like Heroic Strike and Rockbiter is that it doesn't heal you. Like when you're frostbolting something, you're not taking the damage of the minions, so you can count it as like it's split into two. Rockbiter is split as only like 3 points of value in my opinion, because if it was like 1 mana for 3 damage, like a Frostbolt would be worth 6. But it's only worth 3 because it doesn't heal you for 3. You can kind of split the Frostbolt as like 3 points of damage and 3 points of healing, because you're mostly removing minions around 3/3. You know, if you remove 1 3s, you come out behind. If you remove 5 3s, you come out ahead from the valuation. But in reality, like Heroic Strike's only kind of worth like 4 in a way. Not so it's like undervalued compared to Frostbolt, which is mathematically worth 6 in my opinion. It's like how I was doing the budgetings for stats, like evaluating cards back then. I am kind of tired, to be honest, today. I had a very, very long day. After this, I guess I told you guys a story about the TV delivery and like moved everything out of my room, got set up, then I had to move everything back because it didn't, yeah. Like, turned out it was the wrong TV. And then I didn't get anything done, just like spent hours moving furniture. Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, cards also have special things. Right? Like, that's why Rockbiter is so high value when you combine it with the Wind Fury, it's worth more. But as a standalone card, it's, like, you know, still worth 1 mana 3. It's pretty good.
Pain, speak to me.
We can this is actually a perfect turn to overload. I need to think about how to position here, because we want the Divine Shield on the middle so we can propagate through, but then on the other hand, I don't know how long Divine Shield's going to last, and we'd rather have the 1/1 in the middle. Looking at this from a control warrior perspective, probably doesn't matter too much. I think this is actually better. I'm not sure why. I think it's because control warriors more likely to start removing stuff. They're not playing that many minions early where I'm gonna actually have to Flame Tongue and propagate through. As far as like propagating through Flame Tongues, it'll at least be pretty late game, I think. Like earliest thing maybe Prince Malchazar. That's a 5 mana 5/6. More likely I start getting like Ravaging Ghoul towards the middle before that happens. There's some Wicked Witch Doctor synergy. This also generates tempo, though. Actually, I like this better. It's more mana efficient, if you think about it. Because I don't really want to play Wicked Witch Doctor on turn 4 by itself. So if I went ahead and Flame Tongue here, and then Argent Squire, my hand is Wicked Witch Doctor and Rockbiter weapon, right? It's hard to have a good turn next turn, whereas this way I can Hero Power, Squire, Flame Tongue, set up for more mana efficiency. This is probably a Brawl deck, but let's see, how do we play around Brawl? What we can do is Flame Tongue, because we don't really need to save Flame Tongue for creature trades, we just get damage in, and probably play no Totem Golem this turn. So let's save the Totem Golem after. I would have preferred to have a Taunt Totem here. I'm actually not even going to play a Squire. Hopefully him having Prince Malchazar kind of ruined some of his consistency, like stuck with some weird legendaries. I actually played this deck earlier today. I tried out Control Warrior with Prince Malchazar, not really running too many big minions. Like, I was like capped out at 7, I believe, with Gorehell, no Grom, you know, no minion. That's not good. I should play a deck with like Elise and Prince Malchazar together and then try to do some stuff like that. How bad? How scary is this? It's pretty scary here. He has like random minions from Prince Malchazar, so you can get quite a bit on board. I technically have AoE, but it's not like good AoE. It's not. I'm not able to AoE him down if he plays a bunch of minions here. I'm just gonna go all in and set up for Bloodlust top deck. Not really gonna play around second brawl at this point. We don't really need a Maelstrom Portal actually.
My totems, my pretty totems. My pretties. I fight.
Because we're not really getting anything from it, right? We're getting a minion, like a 1-drop, but and we're also getting the random totem, but you can just make a hero power get the totem. We get an extra 1-drop at the cost of the Maelstrom Portal. Doesn't seem worth it to me. I can set for 3 top decks here. That's very good. Bloodlust and Thunder Bluff. Hope dodge second brawl. He didn't brawl that turn though. And he single target removal on my thing. Ooh. I'll be full, but I can trade one in. I have 1, 2, 3 totems here. We're not going to trade for this guy. It's just go all in. Just going to trade the 1/1 off so I can hit him in the face. Might get revenge here. Actually, very, very likely. I haven't tried like a standard Disco Loxu yet. There's so many like Asian characters. I don't even know who's who.
Maybe.
Looks like the best deck is a Shaman, like some kind of aggro or mid-range Shaman, followed by Dragon Warrior. Like they're pretty close, those decks, from what I've seen in the meta reports. Oh, mid-range Hunter, yeah, that's another really good one. I think the strongest 3 decks is mid-range Hunter, some kind of aggro, or mid-range Shaman, or Dragon Warrior. There's like no control decks above 50% win rate right now. Barnes just made it even harder for control decks to beat Hunter, because they're running, they just Barnes, and it's like so consistently that they get good Barnes too. Like the Hunter mains with like Kylie Grandmothers, Savannah High mains, then Infested Wolves. It's just there's very few bad Barnes targets now. Lots of like sticky Death Rattle stuff. I think that's why the control decks like Control Warrior, like for example, you take a Cthulhu Warrior from 2 months ago before Karazhan, because Cthulhu Warrior didn't really get anything from Karazhan. You can run the same list as before, maybe tweak it a little bit for the metagame, but you're mostly using non-Karazhan, or probably all using non-Karazhan cards. And it's just like, it seems harder to win because of, especially against Hunter. And Hunter's like more popular now than before because their deck is stronger now with Barnes.